Here's a stat that will bother you. More than 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes a lot of people earning six-figure salaries. So the problem isn't income. The problem is something else. And after studying the actual habits of self-made wealthy individuals, the pattern becomes undeniable. The gap between the middle class and the wealthy has less to do with how much money people make initially and everything to do with what they do with it over time. Wealthy people built wealth in part by keeping a mental list of things they flat out refused to buy. Today we're going through 5 of them. At least 2 will surprise you, and I'd bet money you bought at least one of them in the last 30 days. Let's go. Number 1. New cars. This one stings because it's so cultural. In America, pulling up in a new car is a symbol of success. It's an achievement. You earned it. Except here's what actually happens financially the moment you drive off the lot: your car loses roughly 20% of its value. On a $35,000 vehicle, that's $7,000 gone in the first year. You haven't even gotten the oil changed yet. The rich see cars differently. They know a car is a depreciating asset, so they often buy used, pay in cash, and drive it for years. The millionaire next door found that millionaires avoid conspicuous consumption. A real millionaire is more likely to drive a Ford than a Bentley. Wealthy individuals buy cars that are 2 to 3 years old, letting someone else absorb the depreciation hit. They're not cheap, they're strategic. They understand that the new car isn't an asset. It's a liability wearing a nice coat of paint. The trap for everyone else? We're not actually buying the car. We're buying the feeling, the new car smell, the pride of the upgrade, the social signal. Wealthy people have long since stopped caring about that signal. Their bank account is the signal. Number 2, and this one will genuinely change how you shop: extended warranties. You know the moment. You're at the register, you've just bought something, and the cashier looks at you and says, "Do you want to add the protection plan for $29.99? And your stomach does a little lurch of anxiety. What if it breaks? What if I need it? Extended warranties are profit centers for retailers, not consumer protection. The wealthy understand that self-insuring through their emergency fund makes more financial sense than buying peace of mind for every purchase. Here's the math they're doing in their head: the margin on that warranty can be 50 to 80%. The retailer is banking on the statistical reality that most items won't need repairs within the warranty window, and if they do, the repair cost is often lower than what you paid. Extra warranties and service plans rarely provide good value. You can calculate the statistical likelihood of needing repairs compared with the cost of coverage, and self-insure instead. The psychological trick being played on you is called loss aversion. Declining the warranty feels like a risk. That feeling is manufactured. It's the sales script working exactly as designed. The rule wealthy people use: only insure things whose loss would be financially catastrophic. Your house. Your health. Your life. Not your blender. Number 3. Paying for the logo. Research suggests about 80% of the clothes in the average closet are never worn. That's money literally hanging there doing nothing. Wealthy people apply a completely different filter when buying clothes. They ask, is this genuinely high quality and will it last? Not, will this label make me look successful? Even if high quality products cost more, the wealthy prefer longer lasting products to cheaper items that have to be replaced frequently. It actually saves them money over time. Here's the uncomfortable truth about status brands. While the lower middle class buys to prove they've made it, the wealthy buy because they already have. The logo on the shirt is a social signal aimed at other people. Truly wealthy people have zero need to send that signal. Their confidence doesn't come from what's on their chest, it comes from what's in their portfolio. The millionaire next door often drives an older sedan, wears a basic watch, and lives in a modest home. They consider their net worth their primary status, not external display. This indifference to external validation allows them to redirect resources toward wealth accumulation rather than wealth display. The test to apply every time you shop: am I buying this because I need it, because it's genuinely excellent quality, or because of how I want others to perceive me? Wealthy people ruthlessly eliminate the third category. Number 4 might be the sneakiest one on this list: subscriptions you've forgotten you have. Studies show the average American household drastically underestimates what they spend on subscriptions each month. What they estimate at around $86 per month is actually closer to $219 per month, across streaming platforms, gym memberships, apps, meal kits, software, and subscription boxes. Wealthy people regularly audit their recurring expenses and remove anything that doesn't provide ongoing value. They understand that small monthly charges accumulate into annual financial waste that is unnecessary. This isn't about being cheap. It's about understanding that the subscription economy is specifically engineered around your blind spots. The free trial that quietly rolls into a paid plan. The gym membership that feels too awkward to cancel. These are deliberate design choices. Companies make hundreds of millions of dollars a year banking on your inertia. But here's the number that should actually move you: $219 per month invested consistently at a 7% average annual return over 30 years is over $260,000. That's the real cost of unused subscriptions, not $219 a month. It's $250,000. Wealthy people focus on optimizing asset allocation and minimizing unnecessary costs proactively. The action step I want you to take this week: pull up your bank and credit card statements. Cancel every subscription you haven't actively used in the last 30 days. That's a habit the wealthy run quarterly. Number 5. And before you say, "I only spend a couple bucks," hear me out. Americans spend roughly $100 billion per year on lottery tickets. That's more than on books, video games, movies, and sports tickets combined. The average lottery player spends close to $1,000 per year. And the expected return? About 50 cents for every dollar wagered. There is a fundamental difference in mindsets. Wealthy spending reflects calculated decisions designed to preserve and grow wealth over time. Each purchase is evaluated for its impact on long-term financial health. Wealthy people understand expected value, and they would never voluntarily take a minus 50% bet, over and over, for decades. But the lottery isn't really selling tickets. It's selling hope. And for people under genuine financial stress, paying $2 to spend a few hours imagining a different life is emotionally cheap. The problem is that wealthy people found a better source of hope: a compounding portfolio, a growing business, a clear financial plan that actually has a path to freedom built in. The same principle applies to the $997 passive income, courses, crypto pump and dump schemes, MLM, opportunities, and day trading apps promising to make you rich in 6 months. Wealthy people buy and hold for decades, building businesses, investing in real estate, and creating income sources that don't require their constant presence. Real wealth is built slowly and boringly. Anyone selling you a shortcut is the one getting rich off you. Let's zoom out and see the pattern, because it's not random. Every single item on this list charges you money to feel something. The new car sells you status. The warranty sells you security. The designer brand sells you identity. The subscription sells you convenience. The lottery sells you hope. Wealthy spending reflects calculated decisions. Middle-class spending often reflects aspirations or immediate desires. The mindset shift that separates the two groups is this: wealthy people don't just ask what something costs today. They ask what that dollar could do if they didn't spend it here. What is the opportunity cost? That's the question that changes everything. Here's your challenge. Pick one item from today's list. Calculate exactly what you're spending on it annually. Then go to any compound interest calculator and punch in that same amount invested for 20 years at 7%. Drop the number you get in the comments. I promise you, it will make you see that purchase differently. If this video made you think differently about even one purchase, that's genuinely worth more than the video itself. Hit subscribe. Every week we break down the real psychology of money, so you can stop spending like everyone else and start building like the wealthy do. See you in the next one.